Last night was a bit mad, but glad everyone is safe. Feels a bit weird not wearing a watch, but it is what it is. Anyway, I just want to tell you guys, I'm all good. Me and the wife.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Devil Dog 83, for being the most honourable coin boosting general, no doubt. So we got some breaking news right now regarding your man's Amir Khan. He going through it right now, 100%. He get bumped again. Oh, it's dread. I saw a documentary series of Amir Khan, and he was talking about how much the people of the UK love him. Listen, the people of the UK love your watches. It's what they love, 100%. You best believe it. The streets love Amir Khan's generosity when it comes to raising. Yeah, all them pretty watches he got. Listen, what we know now is all them pretty watches Amir Khan's got are community watches right now. Yeah, I love the way, I respect the way Amir Khan. Yeah, I don't want to hear no more. Amir Khan gets a lot of backlash here, but listen, no one be donating to the streets and the community like Amir Khan. Yeah, he give his watch straight off his wrist to the community, to the people. It's 100%. Listen, Amir Khan appreciates. The streets are hungry. Yeah, the streets must eat. 100%. And listen, who do you know, out of all the celebrities, who do you know consistently stays donating their luxury items to the streets? Exactly. A few years ago, he got bumped for his Porsche. Yeah, now he getting bumped for his watch. He the most generous, 100%. But now, on a serious note, I put in the start of my video, again, one of my government contacts from GCHQ sent me the leaked footage from the streets of London. And it basically shows you the play-by-play of what happened. Now, in my opinion, this was obviously some set-up thing. Because there's no way the ops saw Amir Khan's watch through the car. Obviously, and it's often what happens. We hear about Kim Kardashian got bumped a few years ago. Timmy Fury got bumped in his yard. These cats, this whole social media thing is bait. Yeah, and like I said before, the streets are starving out here. The streets are thirsty. Yeah, 100%. And guess what? What do we know? What do you want when you're hungry? You need to eat, innit? Simple as that. And cats like Amir Khan are food to the streets. Yeah? You can't be some Donny with some wafer chin carrying 100 bags on your arm because you fixing to get got. That's what you are going to get. And he got again, 100%. I'm surprised, to be fair. A lot of these celebrities, because at the end of the day, they get too gassed. Yeah? People, there's haves in this world and there's have-nots. Now, unless you're in Dubai and in the UAE, yeah, crime, pretty much, from what I've heard, doesn't exist. So it's fine. You can floss all you want. But in the UK, where the rich and the poor live, like in UAE, from what I've heard, it's full of, what's the word? Well, it's just full of rich people. There ain't no broke dons there, for the most part. Well, don't get me wrong, there's manservant, there's a whole bunch of slaves. Yeah, in the UAE you've got slaves, and you've got the king class. That's it. So there ain't no kind of, it's not one of them ones. In the UK though, you've got the bums in front of everyone else, or in front of all the rich cats. That's where you get problems. People see things that they want. Yeah, and they ain't got no job. They ain't got no whatever it is, and they want to get it. And they see you walking the street with some shiny watch or whatever. Mainly these days, these kind of raises, they come from Instagram. Yeah? And then Amir Khan's always showing his watches and whatever else. What's people supposed to do? And I'm not condoning it. Would I do it? No. But again, it's an easy raise. If you've got a strap or whatever, and I assume I'd like to think the car was robbed. If the car wasn't robbed, these guys are the dopiest criminals. But a lot of criminals are dopey. Because if that car wasn't robbed, obviously it's going to be real quick. They can be getting got so quick. But I assume it was, because it was quite a high profile vehicle. It was a Mercedes something. So no, I can't imagine someone's going to pull up in their Mercedes to raise a crime. Most likely the car was robbed, and then they went to do some. But again, that implies it's organised crime. It's some sort of setup, because to go and rob a car, you would have a target in mind. Okay, we're going to bump Amir Khan. Yeah? We're going to wait, we're going to sit there, we're going to sit on the sidelines and just prey on him, 100%. Amir Khan got preyed on. from what I've heard, like I said, the ops was sitting back, waiting for Amir Khan to go out for dinner and catch him slipping. 100%. They bumped the car and caught him slipping. Got caught slipping. There's no doubt about it. 100%. I'm not sure about the rules, but I think in the UK, I'm not even sure if bodyguards, unless you're some sort of, I don't know, some sort of diplomat, I'm pretty sure UK bodyguards can't be strapped. And that's why a lot of individuals in the UK don't even bother with security, because think about it, a few burly dons, what are they going to do? So from what I'm not 100% sure, but unless you're some sort of prince or something, you can't have no proper security. All you can have is big bulky dons. And that's probably why AJ rolls with a few man. Because the only real way to be half safe is to have a whole bag of man. If you've got 10 man, then it's just long for the ops or whatever. But Amir Khan, I've seen his documentaries. He be rolling around naked, yeah? I.e., with a whole bunch of jewellery on, but no mans. Or no, obviously no strap or whatever. So listen, at the end of the day, he got caught slipping. But I'm just glad, not glad, but I'm just happy. There's a saying, don't be a hero. A lot of these guys, I'm not saying, but for example, Nipsey Hussle or whatever, a lot of these guys, they think they're heroes. Yeah, if the man wants your watch, give him the watch. A lot of these street dudes, oh man, you know, you ain't gonna get my chain. Next thing you know, you're dead. Oops. Yeah. That's my whole thing is, if someone's thirsty enough, yeah, to pull a stick in your face and ask for your tings, I'll give them up 100%. I'd give the man my drawers off my backside, 100%. Yeah, if someone pulls up on the YB with a ting, you best believe the YB's drawers are coming straight off, and I'm walking home barefoot and naked. Yeah, because what are we fronting for? Yeah, if there's man out there that thirsty for the YB's drawers, they're coming off. And I'm going to pass them to you. 100%. I'll tell him straight, listen, would you like the YB to fold them up for you nice? Yeah? I'll say, listen, ring me later and I'll come out and iron them for you. 100%. Take them straight off. Because there's no point, what's the point in being prideful and being printed on your man's shirts? Oh, rest in peace YB, he was a real one, he real dead. That's what, oops. Yeah, Nipsey real dead is what he is. I'm just calling it what it is. Oh man, he real super duper dead is what he was. Or what he is rather. Yeah, there ain't no, what's the word? There ain't no medals. There's no medals for being a hero. Yeah? Simple as that. So fair play to Amir Khan. Yeah, he did the right thing, took it straight off. Yeah? Took it straight off. And I can see, if you watch the video carefully, you can see they put the blicky right up to his head top as well. And you know, a lot of these cats are sketchy as well. All it takes is a little bit of a slip, and that's, you know what I mean, your head top's coming clean off. Your wig gonna come flying off. Next thing you know, your wife's, you know what I'm saying, your wife's having to sift through your messy wig on the floor. Not good, not a good look. Very scary. So let me tell people advice from now on. Amir Khan, anyone who's got things. The streets are hungry, man. So unless you're in Dubai or what's that other place, that other rich place? Well, unless you're in some of them places there, not Morocco. There's a word that begins with M. It's where the Formula 1 is. That's another place where you can feel safe flossing. But unless it's where Lewis Hamilton lives. But anyway, unless you're in one of them places, yeah, or probably Switzerland or whatever. But if you're in London or New York or them kind of places there, in my opinion, be low key and or have security. Especially as a celebrity. You walking around naked. Especially these times where things are only going to, in my opinion, over the next few decades, things are only going to get more peak. Yeah? We're moving into a society. What's that film called? Hunger Games. Yeah, that's how it's going, 100%. We're moving into a society of Hunger Games. And there's going to be, every year that goes by, there's more men who are thirsty to take your shit, 100%. No doubt about it. So all the celebrity dons, just be on point, simple as that. The problem is, you see, a lot of these celebrity cats, they get too gassed, they think, the streets love me. Yeah, the streets are for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, the streets have got bills to pay is what they've got. Oops. Yeah. And I'm not being funny. From what I've heard from some of my contacts on the roadside, they're telling me that a few of the men involved in bumping Khan today lost some coin on his fight. Yeah, they saw Khan woofing about he can do this with Brooke, he can do that, and he went in there and didn't do nothing. So I'm hearing some certain man had some big bags on Khan, and listen, 100%. They're looking to get their get back. Yeah? Now, what can I say about that? Listen, fair play to them. I'm saying, I get it. Because think about it. Imagine you put 50... Imagine if you put, I don't know, 20, 30, even 10. Imagine if you put a few bags here on Khan, and he go in there after woofing all that. Let's not forget, people, he was gassing it as well about what he was going to do. Yeah? Imagine you put a few bags on Khan saying you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And he goes in there, and next thing you know, he flossing his new watch in your face. Are you mad? That's my watch, oops, 100%. That's what I'm hearing they said. They said, listen, yeah? William Hill took my watch, so I'm going to take yours, 100%. So that's what it was. What can I say? Like I said, end of the day, streets are starving out here. There's a bunch of bummy dons running around the place. The laws are too easy. Even if they do get caught, they get a slap on the wrist, no doubt, and keep it moving. So it's all one big mess, and that's what I'm saying. Don't take no risk. Yeah? Not unprotected as a celebrity. You're just looking for problems, in my opinion. Is it ideal? No, but that's life. If you don't like it, go and live in the UAE or one of them ones. Because, bottom line, there's also a lot of mental health going around the place these days. A lot of dons who ain't all wired up properly. Yeah, because I don't care what no one says. You've got to be serious. Because, really, what's the resale value of that watch? Do you know what I'm saying? What do you think it is? A stolen hot watch? I don't know. If it's worth 80, we're hearing. What's it going to resell for? 20 bags? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine pulling a blicky out and running on the roadside with all the CCTV and all the cars and everything else going around? Can you imagine doing that for 20 bags? And from what it looks like, there was about 4 men involved. Because there was 2 men on the roadside. There was at least one don in the car. That's 3 men. So you're looking at what? Even if you call it 30 or 40 bags, so you got, 10 bags each. Wow. That's how thirsty the streets are. For 10 bags each, people are prepared to run around like Rambo. Do you know what I'm saying? Taking man's shit off his arm. It's bad. That shows how bad it is, and or how much mental health's going around the place, man. Because you can't, look at what no one says, you can't be wired up properly to be moving like that. You've got to be seriously. Do you know what I'm saying? And with that in mind, if I'm a celebrity, knowing there's these madheads running around the place, it's not worth it. Either dress for the occasion, i.e., you know what, do I really need to be flossing? In these times of the Hunger Games, do I really need to be flossing on everyone else? Because really, who are you trying to impress? Oh, I've got a 100-gram watch on your arm. I never got that myself. You know what I'm saying? So who are you trying to impress? Because, like I said before, you ain't going to be impressing no one when your head top's all mushy on the floor and your wife's standing there crying as the emergency services come flying in. Oh, his wig's all mushed up, and too late then. Yeah, no matter, listeners, no matter of, oh man, you know, I got a Patek Philippe, and my name's Amir Khan, and I got the Patek Philippe, and it's one of one, and, you know, super rare, and listen, there's going to be no matter super rare, it's going to pick your mushed up wig off the floor and bring you back to life again. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure, I'm not exactly sure about religion, but I guess there's something in religion that says that being all flossy looking, yeah, flossing, I just don't, personally speaking, I just don't get it. I think there's a place and time for it, innit? End of the day, you was walking around too flossy. Yeah, and that was, in my opinion, God reminded you, you need to humble yourself. Not just Amir Khan, but it's a whole bag of cats. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's peak for Amir Khan, and the thing is, Khan hasn't learnt his lessons from before, because he got caught. Like I said, Khan's been the most charitable man on the street side. Yeah, he stay making donations every week, or every few years, your man Khan makes a big 100-grand donation to the roadside. Yeah? Last time was the Peakies as well. Man took his Porsche and advertised it on YouTube. But wow, it's bad. I'm not even sure if they caught them dons, you know. But it just shows the streets got no respect for Khan. Yeah, 100%. And knowing that now, Khan needs to think, wait there a minute. The streets got no respect for me. Let me not be trying to floss like that again. Because next time, you just don't know, do you? It's not worth the risk, in my opinion. 100%.